After the second invasion of the Mummer's Dragon had been defeated, Renly spent some time solidifying his hold over King's Landing's direct neighbours. When the young lady Ermesande of Hayford died without issue, he chose to revert the lordship of Hayford to the crown, defying the custom to grant it to the lady's betrothed. He also broke up the lands of the powerful Lady Felyse of Stokeworth, when evidence of her treason was discovered, sending her to spend the rest of her days as a silent sister. In the Riverlands, Lord Paramount Brynden Blackfish Tully stripped Lancel Lannister of all his vassals, though still allowing him to stay Lord of Riverrun, for fear of upsetting the crown. In late 311 AC, he put Clement Piper on trial, the son of his vassal Lord Mark Piper of Acorn's Ridge. Lord Piper demanded a trial by combat, and put himself forward as champion for his son, taunting the Blackfish, who he assumed would send one of his vassals to fight for him. To the surprise of many, Lord Brynden did no such thing, instead choosing to fight Lord Piper personally. But the 68-year-old Lord Paramount, famous for single-handedly ending the First Umber Rebellion by slaying Mor's Crowfoot Umber, had underestimated his vassal, who chopped off the Blackfish's hand before stabbing him in the heart. The Blackfish was succeeded by his 6-year-old son, Lord Paramount Robin Tully, who was betrothed to King Renly's daughter Lyanna Baratheon. Theon Greyjoy's Great Reaving had been a moderate success. While not able to break the walls of any of the major cities of Slaver's Bay, the Ironborn still managed to loot and burn several cities and castles in Daenerys Targaryen's land, causing the destruction King Renly had hoped for. As reward, Theon was made commander in charge of an army sent to help the Night's Watch repel a wildling invasion beyond the wall. The wildlings were still united under Mance Rayder, and had been particularly unruly during all of Renly's reign, as well as much better organized. During Mance's invasion, Jon Snow, Ned Stark's bastard son, distinguished himself in battle, and upon the death of Jorah Mormont, he was elected as the new Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. Jon's early years at the Watch are shrouded in mystery. He accompanied Stannis Baratheon and Melisandre on their long raids, and some say he fought on the Wildling side in their mysterious war against an unknown enemy. Sometimes ranging beyond the wall for months at a time, Jon is said to have kept a wildling mistress by the name of Ygritte, and to have fathered several bastards with her, despite his oath to father no children. In the Reach, it was said that Lord Paramount Mace Tyrell had started to dabble in magic after a conversation with the infamous Archmaester Marwyn the Mage. He had even received a glass candle from Old Town. Afterwards, Mace died of a mysterious disease, and when the Maces performed an autopsy on the late Lord's body, they discovered that his organs seemed to have been burned from the inside, leaving only charred, black remains. What caused this to happen is unknown, but many suggested the involvement of black magic. Lord Mace was succeeded by his 13-year-old grandson, as his eldest son Willis had predeceased him some years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JJL-Gaming, and welcome back to your boy, King Renly, the Beautiful, although I guess he's not really that beautiful anymore. He's got a wound on his forehead, and he gained a few pounds. Last episode we ended on Lord Benjen Stark finally trying to revoke the Lordship of Winterfell. I say Benjen Stark, Benjen Karstark, I mean. Although, I think there is an event when the Karstarks take Winterfell. I think they can sort of embrace their Stark heritage and they become Starks. I think that is the thing. But let's see if they even defeat Varys. I think they stand a good chance, but it's not impossible that he wins. Let's see. Yes, hold the tourney. Yeah, okay, we're definitely going to do that. Are we going to wait for this war to end? Or are we just going to do it? Should just do it, right? What does Renly care about the North? You know, in the start of his reign, it was... I think probably it's been out of our hands for more time than it hasn't. So I think Renly is a child of the summer, right? So he doesn't really care about the North that much. So I think we can, and by then, in any case, the Northerners don't participate really in the tourneys anyway. So let's hold a grand tourney. That sounds like a fun idea. Here we go. Hold the tourney of King's Landing. Yes. Grand tourney for all the realm. Definitely. King Renly, after listening to the advice of a group of bannermen, yada yada yada, yada yada yada, primogeniture. King Renly Baratheon of Iron Throne shall henceforth be my heir. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Blackwater Rush. Where is that? Up here. Alright. I mean, thanks. The Captivating. Lord Raynar the Captivating. That's fine by me. I will spend lavishly on food, of course. We're going to hold a grand tourney. We're going to be... we'll do the same as the tourney at Harrenhal. It's time to let the tournament begin, and for the next 2 months, let all show their martial brilliance. Yes, this is the time. As the feast begins, Lord Meliard Chelstead presented a petition before the court. He says that crime and banditry in Bramsford is an increasing threat. Yep, in Bramsford. Okay, there's too much crime in Bramsford. Fine. I will send Lord Commander Loras over there. So Tayford Payne is probably a family member of Ilyn Payne, I guess. Ilyn Payne is the hang. What's the English word for that? The guy who beheads Ned Stark. Here he is. Ilyn Payne. Executioner of Ned Stark. I didn't know. Yeah, actually I did know. I was going to say I didn't know that he was of such a noble house, but I did know. Infirm, erudite, really, and has a lisp. I think he cannot talk, right? So a lisp is a bit of an understatement. Yes. So he says Sir Robert Blackwood sullied his honor by having illicit relations with his wife behind his back. All right. Yeah, you can pay just recompense. I don't think that's worth executing you. Sir Oliver Frey has used Sir Oliver Frey has used his attendance of the feast in King's Landing to present a petition. Willem Lannister made an attempt on his life. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Willem, you might already be wounded and a lunatic and dishonorable, but definitely we're gonna imprison you. As the feast begins, Lord Norrin Gaunt presents the petition. Yeah, it's crime and banditry. Yeah, Loras can go over there. He managed to avoid my garment and fled to the court of Queen Daenerys. Okay, interesting. So it's not Tyrion this time. It's another Lannister that's gone to her. That's unfortunate because he is a sibling of Lord Lancel of Riverrun. Oh, I guess he regained Riverrun, or did he get another High Lordship? Oh, he's the High Lord of Castamere. Oh no, he isn't. He's the High Lord of Riverrun. Okay, all right. So he managed to avoid and flee to Daenerys' court. So he will be able to inform Daenerys a little bit on the goings on in Westeros if she can stand him, because he's a deceitful, selfish, shy, rude, proud, slothful guy. It's not really Daenerys' style, I think, unless she changed the character a lot, but doesn't look like it. Okay, let him cower in fear. Sure. Lord Commander Loras, yada yada, good work, great. The feasting has begun, and the endless courses you ordered are impressing the guests. The pinnacle of these is an enormous pie, surmounted with smaller pies, forming a crown. The crust of the large pies are silvered all around and gilt at the top. Each pie contains a whole roe deer, a gosling, 3 capons, 6 chickens, 10 pigeons, 1 young rabbit, and no doubt, to serve as seasoning or stuffing, a minced loin of veal, 2 pounds of fat, and 26 hard-boiled eggs, covered with saffron and flavored with cloves. So this is... this event, I think, is probably a reference to the marriage of... I think I talked about this before, actually, in one of my very first episodes on this channel. But I think it's a reference to the marriage of... I think it's Philip of Burgundy and the daughter of the Duke of Flanders. I think that's the one. And then something similar to this happened. Philip had made enormous preparations for the wedding and celebrations. These included 15 carts of rich tapestries, 100 wagons of fine Burgundian wine, 15 cartloads of arms and armor for the subsequent tournaments, and 50 loads of furnishings and jewels. The entire courtyard of the castle was filled with temporary wooden structures that housed kitchens, larders, and a magnificent banquet hall. Each of the 3 kitchens had a huge oven. 6 storehouses contained soups, boiled meats, jellies, roast meats, pastries, and fruit. The people who had not been invited to dine during the feast were allowed to drink wine which flowed from the paw of an elaborately painted statue of a lion outside the exterior facade of the palace. Those who were invited and entered the courtyard for the ceremonies drank spicy Hippocras wine and rose water, which poured from a similar device. In the gallery above the banqueting hall there were 60 heralds, minstrels, trumpeters and other musicians who entertained the guests. In one corner of the hall there was a golden tree whose branches were covered in the coats of arms of all the duke's lands and his gentry. The banquet consisted of a parade of tableaux for the appearance of each dish. One dish was accompanied by several women guiding unicorns, goats fitted with a single horn, and holding triangular banners displaying the ducal arms. Another dish came in the hall with men dressed as soothsayers, angels, spirits, savages, and wild beasts. Another scene had men made up to look like wild animals riding on roasted pigs. Beside one dish was a castle with a wild man in the main tower holding a ducal banner, and in each corner of the castle a woman held a pennon displaying the arms of one of the ducal territories. The most elaborate tableau consisted of a huge pie containing a man dressed as a savage and a live sheep which had been dyed blue and had gilded horns. And he spent something like half the yearly income of the whole duchy, and this was the Duchy of Burgundy, so this was pretty much a whole kingdom on this feast. So half the annual income of his whole country. I think this event is sort of reflective of that. Please dig in, my lords. The Warmirish fire wine Lord Renford drank. Okay, this guy drank himself to an embarrassing scene. Fine, that's disgusting. Whatever. Lord Commander Loris organized a group. Okay, great. Lord Commander Loris is doing good work over in Delston Keep. Very nice. Even if the Septon frowned upon jugglers and called them gleemen, I enjoyed their humors and body acts during the summer fair. Frowned, there should be an E in here, paradox. One of them can juggle 9 apples at a time. Septon does not like fun things. If they say anything, if Septon does not like it, should I really like it? Septon does not like fun things. Yeah, that sounds like something Renly would say. Who cares about Septons, right? Lord Gilbert Blount, yada yada yada. Sir Maurice Blount made an attempt on his life. Is that a famous guy? I think there is a Boros Blount. I think is yeah, he's an actual wiki character. I don't know exactly what he did. Let's have a look actually. Knight from House Blount serves in the Kingsguard of Robert I Baratheon. All right, okay. An ugly man with a broad chest and short, bandy legs. Yada yada yada. Bran Stark considers him bold, while Sansa Stark notices brittle grey hair. All right. So he's an old Kingsguard member. Fine. But we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about Moros Blount, not Boros Blount. What did he do? Made an attempt on his life. All right. Yes. Let's imprison him. Safely locked away in my dungeon. Let's call it for trial. Oh, we can already banish him or execute him. Change fear by 5. Yeah, I mean, he killed someone, right? Let's behead him. Easy enough. I mean, I could have been merciful, but I don't really care about this guy. You know, he doesn't have any powerful family members, you know. Excellent, great. Prince Doran. Lord Boris Uller used his attendance to present a petition. He claims that Prince Dormatil has sullied his reputation through defamation and libel. Okay. In that case, he can just pay a fine. That's fine. Lord Commander Lord Starwell used attendance. Okay, what Lord? He claims that Brienne Tarth has had one of his kingsmen murdered. Who? Brienne of Tarth, really? Who did she kill? Is that? Did Brienne of Tarth kill a Tyrell? No, right? I don't think so. At least not in the show or in the books, I think. Let's arrest her anyway. I mean, Loris is our lover, right? So we're definitely going to listen to him. Lady Brienne, I don't know what you did, but we're going to call you for trial, and we're going to see what Lord Olimar has to say about all this. Sir Olimar, I should say. He's not a lord yet. We might make him one. Excellent. Okay. Lord Permanentine of the Iron Islands has declared a de jure war. I don't care. Marjorie. Wow. There's a lot of people coming to my court for justice, I guess. So Edward Grafton has used his attendance of the feast, yada yada. He claims that Marjorie Tyrell made an attempt on the life of one of his kinsmen. She's pregnant. This woman is with child. Marjorie is clearly not guilty. Marjorie must be arrested and made to answer for this. I mean, she has been acting strange lately, right? I think last episode she slapped me. That's why we're wounded right now. She's gone a bit crazy. She's also wounded herself. She's wrathful, paranoid. Ugh. I think I could believe it. I think I'm gonna arrest her. Safely locked away in my dungeon, awaiting her fate. We will call her for trial later. Seize valuable artifact, Crown of Majesty. we gave that to her. Okay, Marjorie, let's. You can stay in the dungeon for a while, at least until our new child is born. Petitioner by the name of yada yada, dispossessed of her lands by armed thugs, and that part of her domains have been sold. All right. What were your lands, lady? Moontown. How is Moontown? Okay, she claims to have nothing, where she was once accustomed to serve the king with loyalty. We can go to her land and restore it. I can only but grant you refuge for now. Yeah, let's do that one. All right, another guy coming to our court. The petition he demands that Sir Richard Hawke has subjected him to unwarranted and false blackmail, and demands justice and recompense for this slide on his own. All right, we're gonna make you pay a fine, right? Blackmail. It's not really worthy of full-on arresting someone. Brienne Tart has demanded a trial before court, which Sir Olimar shall oversee to ensure justice. Okay, so Brienne of Tart is on trial right now for the murder of a Tyrell. She got a very, very unconvincing and nervous figure. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think Brienne would be very good at defending herself in court. Okay, Olimar, please interrogate her. You made a reasonable case. Many seemed unimpressed and many were convinced. Okay, it's a close case, I guess. We don't really know if she's guilty or innocent. Brienne is. I mean, let's see what Olimar says. He's the judge, right? We're gonna defer to his judgment. He made a reasonable case. Guilty. All right. Okay. We'll have her head on spike. She will serve the warrior for the rest of her days. She will walk through the streets naked. Now we can send her to the Silent Sisters, right? I think she's already a celibate, so that's fine. I don't think that's too bad of a punishment. Or should we kill her for killing a Tyrell? Getting justice. We could just keep her imprisoned for a while. Or we could have her serve the warrior. Let's keep her imprisoned for a while. Oberyn Martell has used his tennis. Yeah. Can we still execute her? Yeah. Okay, let's hold off on that for a while. Oberyn Martell has used his attendance of the feast. Okay, so Lord Oberyn claims that Lord Jaime Lannister had one of his kinsmen murdered. Let's see if we can find that one. Master Jory, King Aerys the Mad, yeah, was shockingly slain by the rogue Kingsguard, yeah. He's not in here, I think. No, it's all Karstarks. Man, the man killed a lot of Karstark, didn't he? Eddard Karstark and Torrhen Karstark. Alright. Okay, Lord Jaime Lannister is one of his kinsmen murdered, alright. Then we will arrest him, if that's the case. Lord Jaime, hello? There's a lot going on right now. Let's call him for trial. Seize valuable artifacts. Can we do that? No. Okay. Call him for trial. Trial by combat. Oh dear. Although I guess he's infirm right now. So I guess we can have Loras fight him. That would be a great fight. No. You can stay in the dungeon, Jaime. The tourney being held at King's Landing is bringing many visitors to the area. The surrounding roads, inns, and villages are reportedly very busy. And King's Landing itself is full of merchants. All right. Great. Someone is missing. Oh, that's probably... Oh, Marjorie. Yeah, she's in prison, of course. Olimar Pyle, Lord of Kingswood. He's a pretty great master of laws. So let's put him in charge. Brienne Tart is complaining about the dark cell. Yeah, we can be merciful to her, right? She's a lady. I really don't know what Loras is thinking. I don't think she would be capable of killing anyone. She's still pretty much the same Brienne we know and love, right? Honorable, trusting, honest. I don't know if Renly is convinced that she did anything. Designated Regent. Oh yeah, we still have Marjorie in prison. Edric, no. Peter, Doran. Our Master of Coin, I guess. Lothar, previous Master of... no, Olimar, of course. Man of the King. Complaining about the Dark Cell, yes, we will be merciful to you, my wife. The first day's jousting is complete. Many lesser riders having already been eliminated. Fine joust is all I watch of tilt. Perhaps I can place a bet. I want to bet for Loras, right? He's my lover. Where is he? Is he still any good? 125. Yeah, I think he has a decent chance of winning this thing. I'll place a bet. Loras, my man. I don't have that much money actually. Let's just make a medium bet. So Robar Royce and Lord Paramount Edric Storm were the next to joust. After many tilts and broken lances, Lord Paramount Edric was eventually unhorsed. Yeah, that makes sense. Although actually he's pretty great. Wow, 80. Strong, trained fighter, brave. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Wow, Edric is turning out to be a pretty good fighter actually. But Robar Royce is no match. He's no match for Robar Royce. My attractive, strong, skilled fighter. He's been in our Rainbow Guard for many years. I think, yeah, since the start. So for about 16 years. Well done, Robar. Robar Royce and Lord Loras Tyrell. After many tales and broken lances, Lord Loras was eventually unhorsed. Okay. Alright, okay, that's... I mean, it was pretty evenly matched, you know, it could have been either one. But I guess Robar Royce won. Fine joust. My bet has been lost. That's still a fine joust. I mean, we like Robar, right? So Robar Royce and Lord Roderick Forrester. Ooh, he's great, man. He's a Northman. Is he a famous guy? No. He's a fantastic fighter, though. Formidable fighter, yeah. Gregor Forrester. House Forrester, I vaguely remember. Roderick Forrester, I think is... Oh, no. I vaguely remember one of them being in the show. So Lord Robar Royce is the winner of the tourney. Okay, we didn't watch every match, I guess. That's fine. Robar Royce is the winner. Great. Great, Robar. You deserve it, my man. A worthy champion, yes. So Robar Royce has decided to crown Denise Sari as Lord of the Lady of Queen of Love and Beauty. Good choice. I believe Brienne Tart has been in your custody for too long. I hereby offer to pay the ransom to secure her release. Morton Tarth. What would Renly do? I don't think Renly believes that she did it. But then again, she was convicted. So maybe she did do it. It's a dilemma. It's a dilemma. Can we not banish her to the Night's Watch? I guess not, right? Can we just banish her full stop? No. Humiliate, execute, release. Okay, fine. We will take your money, Lord of Tarth. Robar Royce is the winner. 227 prestige, great. Okay, we still have someone in our prison, right? Or was that... oh, Jamie we still have in our prison. Yeah, we were going to have a trial by combat with him. If he selects his champion. Here he goes, okay. Marjorie Tyrell from her cell and so at your feet. I've come for justice. Oh, Marjorie also demands a trial by combat. Garland Tyrell. Ooh, okay. Alright. 110 personal combat skill. I think that is in the show. Marjorie is also captured by Cersei, I think. And I think her first choice as a champion is also Garland Tyrell, in the books at least. I think in the show he doesn't exist. He's sort of merged with Loras. But here he does exist. And Garland is said to be about the same skill as Loras, maybe even better. He's also a formidable fighter, yeah. One of the best fighters in Westeros. Yeah, I will... you have that right, Marjorie. I will select someone. Olimar? No. We're not going to risk him. So Archibald the big man, yeah. You can fight Garland Tyrell. Let's see what happens. Fight well, so Archibald. Ooh, okay. Okay, Marjorie walks free. Alright. Well, fair enough. I mean, that's fine, I guess. At least, you know, no one can accuse us of favoritism against our wife. We had a fair and square trial, at least fair by the standards of the Iron Throne. So congratulations, Marjorie. You're free again. He still actually kind of likes me. Acknowledge bastard, imprisoned. Oh well, yeah. Maybe we can invite the court. She's not in my court. Please come to my court, wife. Marjorie Tyrell is released from prison. I mean, thanks for the money, son. But we already released Marjorie. Here we go. Here she is. I guess my son just gave me a gift to release his mother. Maybe that moved me a little bit as well. How is the war against Varys going in the north? That was a great tourney, by the way. Robar Royce won against Loras Tyrell and others, and we have a lot of interesting people coming to us with their problems. This looks like Robert is grown up. He looks a bit different from me. He already looks like he's 40 years old, even though he's 15. He's a squire, stubborn, ambitious, wrathful, gluttonous, cynical. Tough soldier is also not that great. I was hoping he would get at least skilled tactician or something, but I mean, I guess it's fine. Could be worse. It could be worse. Cannot force him to train, right? No. So we'll hopefully play as Robert, if everything goes well. He's a bit worse than me, but not that much actually. A daughter was born to King Renly the Beautiful and Queen Marjorie, named Jandela. What shall we call her? I think we're gonna name her Justicia. That sounds nice, because Lady Marjorie had her justice, right? She was released. Oh yeah, you can save her if she dies. That's a big, that's a great irony if that will work. She's much better. Okay, so I guess justice did live in the Iron Throne. Justicia did live. Okay, how's the war against Varys going? He's losing. Great. We will have the quote-unquote Starks back in Winterfell. Hey, Jamie, do you want this trial by combat or not? Seems like something has bugged here. Visit chambers. We can put him in house arrest, I guess. Jamie, my boy, you killed a kinsman of Oberyn Martell. I don't know who it was, but you know he says you killed him. So okay, this guy's been captured. I don't care. So Jon can just do what he wants. It's his own land, right? Lord Denzel Lannister was imprisoned by Lord Paramount Robin Tully and stood accused of sedition and conspiracy against the realm. Innocent of all charges and released. Okay, interesting. I guess Riverrun is still held by the Lancels. Maybe not for long though. My wife Marjorie just asked if I'm having an affair with Lord Loras of the Reach. You've known about that for years, Marjorie. Her stony expression does not reveal whether she knows or is only guessing. I mean, you knew about this, Marjorie. I'll admit it, but refuse to break up, yeah. I mean, you cannot complain about it now, my woman. I'm sorry, but I probably have been in a relationship with Loras longer than I've been in one with you. So don't complain about it now. I hereby invite you to participate in the Tourney of Castle Rock, where the best knights and lords of Westerland shall be invited to compete. Ooh, I am terrible. I'm wounded again, or still wounded. Still though, should we just go for it? Yeah, why not, eh? Renly is a tourney knight. Tourney has finally gotten underway with the first day of lists beginning in earliest. You failed to make it through undefeated and were unhorsed by Sir Mark Broom. Alright. Okay. We can place a bet. No, let's just watch it. With Paramount Robert Arryn has requested that the Lord Peter Baelish should be under him. No, I disagree. King's Landing prospers, great. Yeah, I think we're finally having a few years of well-deserved peace. We already had, but this time I think it's pretty quiet all over the realm, except for in the north. But that's, you know, to be expected. It's been quite unruly in the north for the past 15 years of our reign. William Greymarch and Sir Harold turned to joust, and Sir Harold won soundly. This guy, minus 95 combat skill, and he won. Oh no, Sir Harold won. Yeah, makes sense. Minus 95. How is that even possible? Severely injured. Yeah, okay. Marriage. This guy wants to marry Denise Sari. Fine. Oh, you're unmarried, Theon. Oh, so Shireen died. Okay, Lord Ronnet is now the Lord of Dragonstone. Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. You can marry that woman. We already, your heir is already a Baratheon, which is all we wanted. Too bad he's with Lore Baratheon. That's not what I want. let's assign him to me. Let's make him my ward. He fought well. Okay, fine. Harwin Plum. Harwin Heartstone Plum. Great. Yeah, it makes sense that he wins. I think he is he's an actual character. I think he's also a former Kingsguard. Alright. Yep, you are my my ward now. Harwin Plum and Dennis Plum. Okay, brothers, I guess. Yeah, okay. And then the one guy won. World's a dangerous place. People are trying to kill my son. Alrighty. Nothing really we can do about it. Fine competition. I guess the plum guy won. Alright. Oh, we have a place on the Kingsguard. Okay, let's think about it this time. Archibald Ironwood died. Because we last time we clicked a bit too quickly here. Let's find somebody. Garland Tyrell, yeah. Oh, he's married. Cannot appoint him to my Kingsguard. Let's say married. No. Yeah, he's already my Kingsguard. Hoster, 50. Sir Orson. Rolly Duckfield, that's a pretty famous guy. I think he's also a former Kingsguard. Oh, I thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard this name. I guess maybe he doesn't have a wiki page. But let's just look for people who are formidable fighter. Okay, we have Barristan Selmy. We have Lynn Corbray, Vilman, but he has gout. He's a bit old. Emmet, Ranger of Eastwatch, but he is Old Gods, which people don't like if you appoint old. And he's also Night's Watch. You can't appoint him anyway. And we have this guy, Sir Edwin, who is a former slaver. Oh, enslaved, okay. Can we buy him? Free him or something? Invite to court. Not prohibited from moving court, okay. Got to rescue from prison. Who is your owner? Is it this guy? He is at court in Tyrosh, yeah. But I guess we cannot buy him or anything. Okay, too bad. He would have been a pretty great Kingsguard. Okay, formidable fighters, there's not that many. Sir Barristan is still here. We can appoint him as Kingsguard, I guess. You at my court, my man? Leading troops in Borash. Invite to court. Oh, he's at the court of Queen Daenerys, of course. Okay, well in that case, if there's no formidable fighters, we will go next tier. Skilled fighter. And strong. Yeah, then you get guys who are skilled tacticians. It's a bit annoying always, but... Samuel, old guy. Holly Duckfield again. Robert Royce. Duncan Little. Duncan Big Little. Oh, he's from the Night's Watch also. Hill Clansman. Balon Swan's already Kingsguard. Lothar Brune. He's pretty great. Oh, this is my boy. This is my friend. Peter. 100? Okay. Now, you know what? Let's just see what this thing comes up with. Greatest Knight in all the realm. Sir Rory Velkin. Sir Damon Darkholm. I think I've heard that name. Is he not... fairly sure I've heard this name. Darkholm. Damon Darkholm. He is great, though. Giant. Fantastic personal combat skill. Duelist. Brawny. Yeah. Damon Darkholm, step forward. Ah, he says yes. Great. Welcome, my man. Westerosi Valerian. You're more than welcome to join me here at my court. A job well done. Jaime Lannister, I guess, is just going to stay in my dungeon. Oh, no, we can call him for trial. Okay, great. I thought we already did that. Trial before the court. Okay. Sir Olimar. Many at the court were convinced by his argument, but many seemed unimpressed. Reasonable case. Guilty. Shall we send him to the wall or execute him? Send him to the wall, right? Yeah. Shadow skin cloak removed from that treasury. Jaime Lannister's sword. He's my rival now. Who inherited all this stuff? I guess Lord Burton, right? Yeah. Shadow skin cloak. Okay, so Jaime is at the wall. I think that's a good place for him. Is Stannis still there? Probably, right? Yeah, he's still there. Yes, he's not aging. His hair is not grey, even though he's 50 plus. Intimidating, yeah, makes sense. So Jaime is now at the wall. Together with Stannis and Jon Snow, who is the Lord Commander. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Rickon, the exile. Oh no, that's he's the heir to the Night's Watch, but that doesn't make any sense. He's still hanging around, Rickon is. But I think he's not gonna be able to get Winterfell, and maybe that's for the best, looking at these traits. Alright. How long have I been recording? Okay, let's wait until the war against Varys is over, see what happens then. And then we will stop the recording. I think he's almost won that. Yeah, 99%. Mr. Baelish, my boy. We have for you Stefan. Yep, please raise him. I wonder how he will turn out. The wall is under assault. Okay, again. Fine. We will ride north. The Will Baratheon blood feud is a black stain on the history of both our houses and has caused great losses on both sides. Through peaceful negotiation, we might be able to reach an end between the animosity between us. I'll send them a gift of gold. We shall tie our houses together by marriage. Yeah, we can do that. We can marry our bastard son off to Evelyn Will. Sounds good. The Wills have rejected our gracious offer of a peace between the two houses and an end to this ongoing feud. Do they wish for it to continue? Do they need time? Do they need a bigger sign of your desire for peace? Whatever it is, they need... whatever it is they need, you did not provide it. These things need time, yeah. Okay, I lost a trade wounded finally. YGB really did a number on me. Okay, Mr. Varys. Removing Lord Peter Baelish from the council has angered those in your court who supported his membership. I didn't remove people. Where did he go? Oh, he's under the Lord Paramount of the Vale now, I guess. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Master of Whispers. Lothar Frey, yeah. He already was our Master of Coin for a while, so he's a good loyal servant of ours, I think. We can make him our spy master, that's fine. Only now, Lord... Does he still... Yeah, he's still raising our son. Okay, that's fine. 100%. Okay, come on. Yep. Okay, he captured Lord Varys. What's he gonna do now? Is he gonna revoke Winterfell from him? Yeah, inherited High Lordship of Winterfell. Okay, he banished him to the wall. Lord Varys is suspicious is at the wall. Okay. There's an interesting cast of characters at the wall again. It's Jaime Lannister, Lord Varys. And then Jon Snow, of course. And Stannis Baratheon. They are all at the wall. Alright. Interesting cast of characters. Yep, okay, and he inherited everything. He is now, again, Lord of Winterfell. So Arya can move back into her castle. He'll be happy with that. Will he move his capital to Winterfell? Probably, right? Yep. Great. Great. Okay, that's as good a place as any to end it, I guess. Yeah, we had a couple of great tourneys this episode. We had one that we organized ourselves. We had one at Lord Edric at Casterly Rock. And I think generally some interesting trials and tribulations happened this episode, even if nothing much happened in the actual game. I've been enjoying it nonetheless, and I will see you guys next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.